Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to talk about, is fasting good for weight loss? Well, fasting has become a buzzword in the wellness industry. And we all know someone or the other who does fasting for various reasons. Some people do it for spiritual reasons, some people do it for weight loss, some people even do it for biohacking. But what has happened in the whole process of popularizing this fasting process is that people have missed out on the essence of what fasting is really for. And they're just doing it so that they can get on the fasting bandwagon and feel cool about themselves. In this video, I'm going to tell you, is fasting good for weight loss? But before we talk about that, may I please ask you to hit the like and the subscribe button, because only 9% of the people who watch this channel have actually subscribed to it. So if you can do it, I'll be very, very grateful for you. Thank you so much. Now let's talk about, is fasting good for weight loss? The number one point we're going to talk about is what fasting really does. The most popular form of fasting is 16:8 hours, in which the person fasts for 16 hours and then has an eating window of about 8 hours. Now, what this basically means is that when the person follows the 16:8 hours of fasting, the person ends up missing one or the other meal, which is either the breakfast or dinner. And what this whole process ends up doing is it ends up creating a caloric deficit in the body. And calorie deficit is the reason for weight loss. So when you're fasting, what you're essentially doing is you're eating calories in restricted amount, and that is the reason for you losing weight. So it's not anything that is magical about fasting, it's the calorie deficit which is actually creating all the weight loss for you. The second point that we're going to talk about is muscle loss. Well, body weight is made of 4 different things. The first one is bone mass, the second one is muscle mass, the third one is body fat, and the fourth one is water. So when we focus on losing weight, it can actually be detrimental for our health if we just focus on the downward trend of the weighing scale. So your aim should be fat loss, not weight loss, because weight loss can come from bone loss, it can come from muscle loss, it can come from water loss. But trust me, when you lose these 3, you're actually depriving your health of all the benefits that should come from the fasting process or from the whole process of getting healthier. So your aim should be fat loss and not weight loss. So to improve your health, you should only be focused on fat loss. So while fasting can create a calorie deficit, but if you solely rely on fasting to lose weight and do not focus on eating enough amount of protein, then you will actually end up losing muscle in the whole process of your weight loss. And when you lose muscle, it's going to be detrimental for your health, because muscle is actually the most metabolically active tissue in the body, and having more lean muscle in the body means you will burn more calories and eventually you will get healthier. So how do you make sure that you lose fat and not muscle mass? Okay, so there is a 2-step process to ensure this. The first one is to eat enough amount of protein. So you should eat anything between 0.8 grams of protein per kg of your body weight to 1.5 grams of protein per kg of your body weight, depending on the amount of activity that you do and your health goals, obviously. Now the second one is doing exercise. Well, exercise has 2 forms. The first one is resistance training and the second one is cardio. Resistance training can be performed with the help of lifting weights, doing Pilates, performing yoga asanas, or just doing free body weight workouts. And cardio is something that can be done by walking or by running. So when I talk about losing fat and building muscle, you should focus a lot more on resistance training, because when you lift weights, you're actually creating micro tears in your muscles, which on healing, on repairing, helps the muscle mass grow in the body, which basically helps you with metabolism and which helps you in burning more calories. And cardio definitely has a place in the whole process of fat loss, but it should not be the only form of exercise that you should rely on when you are aiming to build muscles and lose fat the right way. Okay, so cardio should be done to improve your heart health, to improve your brain health. So focus on resistance training first and then focus on cardio in the remaining time at the gym. Now let's talk about the next point, which is about the possible negative effects of fasting for weight loss. Now please understand that I'm not saying that fasting is bad for your health. All I'm trying to say is that if done wrong, it can actually do more harm to your body than good, and all your efforts will go in vain. A lot of people fast for really extended periods of time, say about 20 to 22 hours on an everyday basis, for losing body fat, but they are not seeing results. And the reason for this is that they're missing out on a very, very important point, that fat loss is a process that requires energy which comes from food. But if they are fasting for extended periods of time and eating very little amount of food, then that energy is not being consumed. And if the body does not have that kind of energy, then the fat loss process will just not work. In fact, if you fast for extended hours on an everyday basis, then your body will switch on the starvation mode. And as a result, it will also switch on the fat storage mode, because the body feels that there is not enough nutrition coming in. And whatever it receives in the form of food, it starts storing as fat. Now, this happens because the primary function of your body is to help you survive. It doesn't care about aesthetics. It doesn't care about your quality of your hair, the quality of your skin. It doesn't care about giving you a six-pack abs. All it cares about is helping you survive as long as possible. That's the reason body is so adaptable, that you throw any situation at it and it will try to adopt in the best way possible. So it does everything in its capacity to help you survive. So eating enough number of calories is very, very important for your body, because your body needs nutrition, your body needs energy to run its different functions. And please understand that fat loss is also a process that requires energy, and for that you need to eat well. Now let's talk about the possible deficiencies that can be a result of fasting for weight loss. Well, minerals and vitamins are very important for different functions of the body. For example, they help in different processes like metabolism, nerve transmission, muscle contraction, hormone production, and immune system response. Okay, so minerals and vitamins are super important. But if you fast for extended hours on an everyday basis for a long period of time, then there is a huge possibility that you will be deficient in important minerals and vitamins which are needed for different processes of the body. Okay, so it is always the best strategy to approach weight loss with the help of a balanced diet which has all these important components for the body, which nourish the body for different functions. So looking at above points, is it good to conclude that fasting is bad for your health and you should not ever do it? Absolutely not, because fasting is something that you should use to heal your body, but it is not something that I approve solely for the purpose of weight loss. Please understand that your body runs on nutrition and not starvation. So it is very, very important to nourish your body with the right amount of food, with the right kind of food, with the right seasonal foods. Okay, so do not starve your body. Eat enough so you remain healthy. Eat enough so that your cellular health remains good, and do not starve your body unless you are doing it in the right way possible. So fasting is something that you should do to help your body get rid of, the different toxins and the pathogens, but you should do it once in a while. Okay, never use it for fat loss or weight loss. I also made a video on the scientific aspect of religious fasting. Do check it out here. There are also some resources that I've posted in the description section below, so do check them out. If you want to get coached by me for improving your health, then click on the link in the description section below for one-on-one coaching. Fill the form and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. I will see you in the next video. Till then, eat well, sleep well, exercise a little bit, and get some sunshine.